He's so small.
Yes, the kitten is very small. Friends, hello, welcome back. It's the second half of the very last year of my first run through this game. And overall, I think I've done a pretty decent job of not letting everyone die.
As much as you could.
As much as I could, of course, my partner OneSilverKey with us. And,
Uh, all the chicks.
oh, hey, there's an egg out here.
Hell yeah.
Now, part of me really wants to try to resolve the story, but I don't think, other than destroying the Xenos, there is a resolve the main conflict ending that I have available to me. So,
I mean, not doing it also is resolving the story. So,
right. But yeah, I'm not sure where I want to go for the last little bit.
I mean, I
Like
think focusing on your skills, you're
getting
working on engineering,
I was working on organizing, which is at
organizing that.
58, but I need to get it to 67. I don't know if I can get 9, 2, 4, 6, 8. If I do nothing but xenobotany, I can get my organizing up to 67 before the end of the year. And then, of course, there's friendship with Cal, which we'll be able to get, because I'm pretty sure his birthday is this season. Okay, we'll do the xenobotany thing again. No,
Yeah.
no
I
new
mean, it's
story
worth.
though.
No, you're at, I think you've technically researched it all the way. Like, remember how I said if you go down a certain path long enough, it eventually will upgrade the rewards you get out of it?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where you're at right now.
Heck yeah. 89, baby. Wow, there was still yet more. Yeah, see, it only gave me the 2 organizing. It did give me the +3 biology extra, but Governor Lum enters the colony square to his customary bombastic fanfare, brass band, red carpet, banners with the Heliopause logo snapping in the hot dust breeze. It's awful. They say it's a bit much, but no, it's just awful. The governor gets his usual tithe of applause from the diehard soldiers, but it's obvious how tired and fearful everyone has become in service to his war. You catch Mars's attention. She rolls her eyes and makes a gagging motion. Cal looks sullen and withdrawn, refusing, along with the rest of Geoponics, to give Lum any applause. Oh, here we go again. Pioneers of Vertumna. We stand here today not shivering and quaking with fear, but with our hands around the neck of the planet herself.
What an awful way to say that.
Before he can continue, Mars leaps from her seat and runs to the front of the stage. A ripple of fear goes through the crowd. You all remember what happened to Utopia last time. It doesn't have to be like this. We don't have to listen to him. He's just a bully with a gun like the ones we left behind on Earth. Hell yeah, Mars. Go get him. Why are you just sitting there? Come on, aren't you going to do anything? Wow. So the council looks at each other. Rhett seems unmoved, and Utopia shrinks into herself, holding her hand to her chest. Aunt Anne looks concerned but fearful of Lum. Instance is grim, and Seek just waits to see what happens. Only your mom looks enthusiastic, but she wisely looks around at the others and doesn't voice her support. Mars is seized and taken out of sight. Wow. Okay, so Mars would make a great governor, I think. That may have to be a, second loop thing, but I don't know. We still have half a year left. In the uncomfortable silence that follows, the governor strides to the front of the stage and looks down at the crowd. As I was saying, you can trust me to lead this colony and humanity to a new era. An era of peace and prosperity, where we no longer need to fear the creatures that come out in the night. This planet is rich. It is the Earth we were promised, unscarred by the mistakes of our forefathers. Man, if you only knew. It is not unscarred by the mistake of our forefathers specifically, sure. Here we will become
All
what
right.
humanity has always strived to become, caretakers of a new garden, children of a new earth. Pioneers, we're so close. Soon this planet will be ours, and all her riches and wonders with it. Man, I hate this man.
You're the one who picked this voice. I just want you to know that.
Oh no, the voice is perfectly right. The Zap Brannigan voice is perfect for him. Look at his face. He is definitely Zap Brannigan. But first, we need to adapt to the harsh realities of our current world. I know you all love your council, but it's time we thought about the future. We need to guard the colony leadership against sudden upheavals, deaths, imprisonments, and the like. Like, we need to protect the colony from me, is what he's saying. I've decided to instate a second position for each seat on the council. Oh, interesting. Every council member will take an official second in command. Seconds will be trained to take... Okay, that actually makes sense. But the council looks concerned. Is this how Lum begins to cycle out the colonial government with a veneer of legitimacy? Right, because he's going to put all of his people in the second in command positions. And then people are going to mysteriously begin to vanish, I'm sure. Applicants must have spent a minimum amount of time in their department, be judged by the council based on their relevant skills, although Lum will likely argue hard for his Helio appointees, of course.
Yeah.
Wow, I've done a lot of things.
Yeah, that's what you have access to.
Yeah,
Which one? You gotta pick one
right.
if you want to pick one. And you might not get it.
Sure. Now, my parents are the cultivators, right? Like, they're the...
Yes. Your mother is cultivator. Your father is technically her assistant.
Yeah, so I want to stick with my mom on this, so I'm going to go with second cultivator. Your mom gives you a business-like nod as you put your name on the ballot. I don't think that's how ballot's spelled. She's proud of you, but keenly aware that her showing favoritism would be a bad idea. You probably won't get any help from her. And we became second cultivator. Not bad. Your mom assures you you didn't just win because of nepotism. You are the best person. I mean, I've done a lot of xenobotany.
Look, if you didn't get it, it would probably have been Cal.
Yeah. When the voting is concluded, Seek announced the names of the newly appointed seconds. The crowd cheers for you when Seek reads out your name as second cultivator. You don't recognize the Helio appointed to second administrator. Must be one of Lum's people. Vase is second security officer, of course.
Nobody's surprised about that one, though.
Tangent stands next to chief engineer, which makes perfect sense. The steward of the Heliopause joins Aunt Anne as her much-needed second steward. There's a lot of babies in the colony now, and someone has to help take care of them.
Yeah.
To his surprise, Dis is appointed second surveyor under Utopia.
Nobody is surprised about this.
Except for Dis, right? He's surprised because he's like, thanks for noticing me. Or don't notice me, more like. After the politicking is over, the crowd adjourns to the feast tables and eventually the dance floor. The sun's set on a long day. The heat breaks. The party continues into the night. After the festivities, it's straight back to work as usual. Everyone complains you usually get at least a few days off after Vertumnalia, but Lum reminds the colony that it's only a few short months before the next attack. Your dreams begin to increase in intensity as the wormhole draws closer to the planet, filled with terrifying and confusing visions. A feeling of urgency dogs your steps, like you're running out of time. Yeah, I know I'm running out of time. I'm aware. Alright, it is mid-dust. Organizing's at 60. Hey, Mars, you doing okay?
He's in jail.
Like... I mean, she's out here, apparently.
Yeah, but she got arrested, so, like... But, like, it's not like it's gonna be a problem for her. She's fine with that. She doesn't feel shame.
Okay, Rex. Just doing some gift giving. Hey, it's your birthday! Happy birthday, Nomi. You're walking through the colony when you see a blur of color and motion at the corner of your vision. Bang! Nomi collides with you in a catastrophe of flailing limbs and high-pitched squealing, sending you both sprawling to the ground. Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry! Something in my brain is off doing its own thing and I can't watch when I'm running. Gotta eat breakfast even when you're late! Your enhancement isn't super agility, is it? Ah, damn. That's a complicated subject. Oh, look at his sad face. I was just making a joke. I'm sorry, Nomi. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. But I do have their augment. I actually don't know what my genetic enhancement is, or even if I have one at all. My parents decided to lock my medical files from when I was a baby because they had this wild idea they wanted me to grow up without feeling like I had to be perfect. They think it's rude for parents to make that choice for their kids. Hey, I don't have one. Whoa, really? I thought all the colony kids had superpowers. I know my parents just wanted me to know that I could be anything I want to be when I grow up, and I don't have to be super strong or super smart in order to be happy. They always told me nothing and nobody knows what's good for Nomi except Nomi, and I really think that's true. That's adorable. Sometimes it does kind of feel like... Well, sometimes I wonder if I'm only good at something because I have some kind of secret advantage I don't know about, or sometimes I think the opposite, like if I'm not very good at something, I'll feel angry because maybe I could have been good at it. Man, as an educator, I feel this a lot because a lot of students have this idea that you have to be naturally born to things, and it's just not true, Nomi. It's not true. You're perfect.
You're perfect. You're perfect. You're perfect. You're perfect.
It was really bad on the Helio because everyone is really good at something. Usually things like marching and shooting stuff. I thought maybe it would feel different here when people have all kinds of skills, but no matter what I try, someone is already way better at it. So I feel like I just suck at everything. You don't suck at looking stellar hot. That's true, but I'm not terribly interested in Nomi in that way. Also, sucks to suck is a hilarious thing that could have been said there. And, oh, we got a Jake the Dog quote. It's the first step to being kind of good at something. That's from a show I used to watch. Okay, so Adventure Time reference. Fair enough. Adventure Time is now canon in this world.
Well, it's set in our world in a very far away way.
And I'm really good at laser fable. Pew pew. There really isn't anything for me to do outside anymore, is there? Like, I pretty much have done everything I need to do out there.
You could always, you said you were thinking about uploading the virus.
I was thinking, I'm not going to upload the virus. I'm not going to murder an entire race of gardeners. That's not chill. Like, I got it just in case, but I don't see any reason that anybody should know that I now own the means of destroying this planet's guardians. I don't think that's gonna...
Did you get, Sim's request? Because Sim also wanted you to get, like, a data stick.
I'm pretty sure I already did that.
Remember, it's been a while.
There really isn't a way I can...
There isn't a way to check that
find that out. Because I know he asked me about getting a data stick with, like, media on it, and I gave him that.
Okay, then yeah, that's the one.
I'm just gonna double check because it was here at the bedroom that was supposed to happen.
No, I think the data stick is in engineering.
Let's take a look at engineering, which I think is over here. Yeah.
You could go back to school and study engineering.
No, since Mars is in jail, I think I'm going to help her out. Like, I know she's not in jail, she's right here, but I think I'm going to help out at the depot, especially since that's another plus organizing. And it gives friendship with Rex, and I'm getting pretty close. So yeah, we'll go ahead and deliver supplies this time. You're in geoponics, delivering a load of fertile soil that the surveyors have brought in from outside the wall. It'll go towards restoring the outdoor garden beds for the hardy root vegetables and native plants. Cal greets you and helps to guide the hover lift from the unloading zone. Looks heavy. I can take it from here. I'll bet I can lift more than you. Now, if I win, it's almost certainly going to be because Cal lets me win. Because, let's be real, Cal is massive. But I'm going to do it anyway. You don't need to. Seriously. Don't hurt yourself, Selene. It's not a competition. Selene smash! I did get -2 friendship with Cal.
Not a competition, you say, as it becomes a competition immediately.
You show all those sacks of soil who's boss. Yeah, no one's ever lifted anything so well ever. You're the best at lifting heavy things. Okay, like I said, not everything's a competition. You... Stop being so serious. Jerk. Okay.
Mm.
And I got the +1 organizing for this one, so this is where I can get more organizing by doing well on the challenge.
Yeah.
Which gets me up to 65. One more.
Very, very close. For your next level of organizing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Cal. I'm pretty sure this is your birthday.
Fingers crossed.
I don't seem to have a cake.
Blue bobber fruit.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna go get a cake.
Oh yeah, that's fair. You got the money.
Like, I know he likes food.
Look, if he didn't like food, would he be working in Japan?
Oh, the 4 was how many cakes they have in stock, not how many I have. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, that makes more sense, yeah.
I found this cake. My favorite food, and on my birthday, too. Wow, Selene, you really are the best of the best. Here, you have a piece, too. Oh, and he likes cakes. Of course he likes cakes. It's a food. It's a food. Of course he likes it. You've been invited to Cal's house for, as he puts it, a real grown-up party. When you arrive, Auntie Tira gives a warm hug and shows you inside to where Cal's set up the living area with little twinkling lights and lots of blankets. You sit down at the table across from Cal, and Tira pours you both a glass of mushroom wine. You can finish off the bottle if you like. It's a good vintage, one of your dad's finest brews, Selene. A little on the strong side. Of course, he's the brewer as well. We already know that he's, making certain other recreational substances.
Listen, somebody's got to do it.
I'll be out late. Holler me if you need anything, but don't you two wait up for me, okay? Wow, Auntie Tira is cool. I'm glad you could come. I thought about inviting Rex, but he has 0 chill. That's fair. Rex is very...
actively...
a lot. It's not a bad thing necessarily, but Rex is a lot. Besides, you're one of my best friends in the whole colony. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather be with. Doll. I'm really glad you're my friend, Selene. I'm so proud of everything you've done. Sometimes I think I really love you as a person, Sorry, I know that's a lot. I'm just really grateful for you. No, say I love you to your friends. That's a good thing. Say it a lot.
Well, the funny thing is that Cal's mom is in a polyamorous relationship with at least 3 or maybe 4 people.
Right.
And Cal is hard monogamous. Hard monogamous. You're like, hey, do you wanna end with some other people? And he's like, no. Absolutely not.
And so that's why I think we should domesticate more Unisaur. It just makes sense. I mean, who doesn't want to ride a unicorn? You deserve a unicorn. And I think we were on our way to getting a unicorn, but I don't know that we've got the time to finish domesticating it. You've been laughing a lot. Everything is just so funny and also so pretty. The stars look like they're swimming in a big dark ocean and the little twinkly lights.
You're smashed.
Cal likes to put up, looks like stars you can touch. You reach out to grab one and come up hilariously short. Everything is wonderful. Talk the rest of the night away, sharing your thoughts about everything and nothing. It's so nice to share this simple intimacy with a good friend. Eventually, you're yawning too much. I'm glad we're friends. and sleep. Of course, now the dreams happen. Okay, no dreams this time. Morning arrives unceremoniously, pouring through the skylight directly onto your face. You grumble as you turn your head away, burrowing into something that's soft and smells sleepy sweet. Oh, it's Cal. Your face is smushed into his armpit. Ah, Dip, that's so much. Yeah, the sunrise. He laughs as you peel yourself off of him, sticky from drool and sweat. Gross, bruh. Hey kids, ready for some breakfast? Yeah, definitely breakfast sounds good. Roasted trivet and eggs. Yeah, with his mom and her 3 partners. Even though the rest of the colony is in chaos, you feel somehow healed having taken the night to let yourself bask in their love. I'm so happy. That's an excellent thing to happen on the last video of this series. Rex, I've already done hugs. Okay.
I mean, you can always do a hug every month.
I know I don't need to, but I give you a thing anyway. And then, yeah, if we do the organizing one more time, that'll get us...
Yeah.
Oh god, it's Vase. Nem and Vase are practicing hand-to-hand combat in the yard when you arrive with a crate from the Helio. There's a lot packed away into that big ship that needs to be organized. What's that? Delivery? Anything good? You crack open a crate. Inside are a bunch of brand new weapons from Earth, never been used. Nem grabs a drone rifle and makes a cooing noise at it. Oh, more of those? Whatever, just put them in the gun locker, I guess. And so he immediately shuts down Nem, of course. You're unpacking the shipment when you notice the invoice says 5, but there are 6. I'm obviously going to leave it alone. I don't have that much rebellion. Although I'm at 65, I could have been there.
Yep.
But it's fine. I don't really need it. Oh, look. It's locked. Okay, so I basically am just going to pretend to play without that at all.
You can always bump it up in points if you need to.
That is true.
You have the items to do it.
Like, I could do that.
You got the super goal.
Yeah, which will give me the +1 organizing, which will get me to where I need to go. Yeah, yep.
Welcome to Wet.
And I got a perk, extra card draw, at the start of a challenge.
Yeah.
Incoming hugs.
Ooh.
Rex is hanging out with Nomi in a secluded area of the colony, but as you approach, you can tell from the first aid kit and Nomi's tense posture that it isn't a casual visit. Please stop fussing, Rex. You have a cut right here. That's just a scratch. Hey, Selena's here, he says, over loud, and Nomi scrabbles for the first aid kit before realizing it's too late, you've seen it anyway. They glance balefully at you, but Rex is all smiles. If it weren't for the purpling bruise under his eye and the cuts along his cheekbone and lip, you'd almost think things were normal. Okay, so I'm going to guess that he got into a fight with Vase. That's going to be my prediction right now.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. I wasn't watching where I was going, and I ran into one of the unfinished walls around here. Ah, yes, running into a wall. The classic, definitely always true way that people sometimes talk about mysterious cuts and bruises.
Yeah, right. Just some stairs. It's fine.
Yeah, 17 times. You should tell Selene the truth. Maybe they can do something about it. Come on, what's going on? Ah, it's nothing. Nothing I ain't used to anyway. It just happens sometimes. People get in their heads that they want to stay on Vase's good side, and the easiest way to do that is to beat on someone he doesn't like. So it wasn't Vase that did it. It was someone trying to impress Vase.
It was a lackey, yeah.
They'll remember what I'm good at and come sneaking back eventually. What I'm good at. Okay. It's getting worse, though. I thought it would stop when we joined the colony, but they're even bigger meanies now. Ah, Vase is just mad that you and I have real friends here. He hates that he and his bullies aren't the only big damn heroes in town anymore, and that he can't control what people think about us. Yeah, what is his deal? I don't even want to bring it up because I'd rather think about the future and not the past, but when we were younger, Vase was just a normal little kid like me. We were both kind of the runts of the litter, and he had a chip on his shoulder about it and always tried to boss people around like he was actually top dog. I tried to be nice to everyone because, you know, that's the pup in me and I just want to play and be friends. And Vase did not want to be friends with me. He kind of hated me because people liked me more. And then one day, just as I was hanging out with my friends, or I was just hanging out with my friends when Vase walks up to me and starts picking a fight, right? Like calling me names and telling me I was just faking it to make people like me. My friends wanted to beat him for it, but I told them to stop, and I walked right up to him, hands out, like, hey, we can still be friends, and that piece of shit just straight up broke my arm. We weren't even fighting, he just got me on the ground and snap, broke it right here. And he was dead set on proving a point, I guess. That's why everyone lets Vase boss them around. They know what he does when he gets angry. Everyone acts like a bunch of heroes, but they're just cowards who'd rather let Vase keep picking on Rex instead of standing up to him and pissing him off. Which once again makes me more and more worried about Nem. Yeah, he's not like this with everyone. He is nice to people he likes. It's why everyone wants to be his friend. Hot air rises to the top. Okay, why didn't he get in trouble? Well, he managed to convince people that we jumped him. Like we were going to haze him or something. That's what he told the adults anyway, so that became the official story. Honestly, I just feel bad for Nomi. If it wasn't for me, people would probably leave them alone. It's not fair they get crap for being friends with me. Well, I'd rather be friends with one good Rex than with 100 of Vase's bully cronies. I mean, I kind of want to destroy Vase, but I know that's not what Rex wants. Rex would not be happy with that. So I'm going to say people should know the truth. It's too late for that. People don't like changing their minds, not when they might get beat for it. Besides, I'm a colony kid now. I can be anything I want, do anything I want, talk to anyone I want, and Vase can just die mad about it. That's a good perspective, I think.
Yeah.
I do kind of regret what happened, though. Like, it sucks that Vase got to the point where he thought the only way he could get respect was by being a bully. I mean, he's a douche and a half, but you don't have to defend him. I'm not defending him. I just think that sometimes, like, if I could have seen he was hurting, I'd have been a better friend to him. I could have changed his whole life. Think about how different things would have been growing up in the Helio if he wasn't the friend who got away. That's why I try not to let it get to me. It doesn't matter what Vase does to me. You can't hurt someone who chooses not to feel pain. He's going to get his fool ass killed someday, and I'm still going to be right here. And I have everything I need. Adorable. 90.
Yeah.
92. I think we can do this. I think this is going to be my goal for the end of this.
You might be able to pull it off.
We're at 92, and I know that there are things that I can do that are specifically like jobs I can do.
Yeah, you should probably talk to Nem.
Hi, Nem.
Can we talk about you and Vase? There's a choice.
We'll do that in a second. I forget what she likes.
She likes the red eggs.
She likes the eggs. All right, let's talk about you and Vase. He's a trash bag in a man suit. What? How could you say that? Yeah, I know how he gets sometimes, but he's still my boyfriend. The way he treats you is not healthy. What do you mean? Do you like when he accuses you? Well, no, obviously. What does that have to do with anything? The problem isn't you, it's him. I've never thought of it that way. It's like we have this argument all the time. He gets mad because he thinks I was talking to someone for too long, or because I said something that set him off. Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about, Nem. Well, he gets really upset that I'm upset with him, and then I have to apologize and reassure him that I love him, and it's always this whole thing, and I'm just so tired of it, you know? I don't know what else to do. I don't know if there's anything else I can do. Yeah, you definitely deserve better. I don't know what to think. I'll talk to him about it and see what he says. He deserves a chance to explain himself, but I don't know if he'll be able to. Thank you for talking to me about this. You're my best friend on the whole planet. Yeah,
you should talk to Vase.
You see how Soleim was like head down there? Hey, Vase, You're a trash bag in a man suit.
Um,
I cannot talk to him about anything.
yes, but I think you should go to like do a combat thing this month.
Okay.
I know that you can do like your no, I mean go into the bunker there.
Sure.
Um, because you can just like check in with Chief Rhett or go to the gym or whatever.
Now we're not telling him shit.
Nope.
Like
The
I
gym lets you upgrade some cards, I think. Um, oh, looks like you don't have any basic. Finished dealing with them. But like doing one of the actions in there might be worth it, unless if you're still pushing for organization.
I'm not pushing for organization, but I am pushing for friendship with Rex. So let's really quick.
So that's going to be construction.
When I come in for a hug, that gives me 2, right?
Only the first time each month.
Right. So that's another 4 friendship there, and then 1 more for the glow.
Glow, yeah, and then you can also give him a second glow.
92. Okay, so if I get the 6 and then the gift, it should be able to get him to 100 by the end of glow, but just barely. Okay, so yeah.
But if you also, yeah, you can also go and work in construction, which I think gives him points up.
Probably defense training.
I'd probably go with defense training, yeah.
Something unexpected is waiting for you in self-defense class today. A fully grown manticore! It's chained down. We're supposed to observe it and figure out its weaknesses. I don't know, it doesn't look so tough like this. It's just an animal. A dangerous animal. Be careful if it breaks loose. Yeah, I'm going to speak out against animal cruelty. That'll get me to 70 rebellion.
Yep.
You
And
point out...
you lost friendship with those two.
That's fine, I don't care. And what are we supposed to do, Selene? You want to run into one of these beasts on your own with no experience? I already have. You can just ask me how to deal with them because I've dealt with a bunch of them. You don't have to bring one in here and chain it up. You just have to ask someone who's an expert, like me. You should respect the work of the hunters who risk their lives to bring in the... I'm the hunter!
You're over here like, as a xenobiologist.
God damn. Okay, so...
Oh, you should go, like... Oh, and your first collectible is free to use, by the way.
There, we'll do 1,000,000 9s. Oh, it's his birthday. Well, shit. I'm sorry I accidentally did something nice for you. Rex. Okay, so... Yeah, that doesn't actually grant me anything.
Try construction.
Construction will give
Yeah,
me +1.
at least. And it'll give you some level of storyline in there too. Mars's dads.
After Chief Administrator Seek, the unofficial heads of the construction crew are Aluminum and Burnish, Mars's dads. You don't know them very well, but they're great supervisors, honest, friendly, straightforward guys with wide shoulders, strong backs, and soft hearts. They're really nothing like Mars at all. How did that happen? You're working with them while they tear down the internal walls of the heliopause, scoring edges carefully with plas cutters and using sledgehammers to knock them free. What are we using them for? We're reinforcing the garrison and other new buildings. All these bulkheads and hallways were important safety features in space. You don't know, or you don't want to explosively decompress the whole ship, you know. But here on Vertumna, we have different needs. You learn a lot working with Al and Bernie. They look like big, tough guys, but like most people in the colony, they really care about sustainability and doing the right thing. And they love to talk while they work with no shortage of gossip about the other adults, which is where Mars gets it from.
Ain't that the truth?
+3 bonus to straights, so, I mean, that's what I've been doing anyway.
You got a +6 if the one to the side is blue. Which will make that a 9.
Like, that works. Yeah, I'm only doing it for the friendship, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You're in your room when you get a notification from Governor Lum. All colonists are to report to the courtyard for announcement. It's the middle of wet out there. You whistle for Optimus Prime to jump onto your shoulder. Maybe they're asleep. You crouch down next to their bed and try to shake them awake. Oh no! Optimus Prime, no! God damn it. You brush the tears from your eyes and pull yourself together. You'll have to mourn them after this stupid announcement Lum wants to make. Not Optimus Prime. You report to the main courtyard. Everyone is huddled miserably under umbrellas. You find Cal in the crowd. Good afternoon, pioneers. Wet enough for you? Ha 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 ha. Fuck off. I wanted to have you all here for a momentous time in the history of Vertumna. The moment we humans turn the tide of the war forever. At his word, hundreds of drones, but oh no, he's the reason that Optimus Prime died, isn't he?
Yeah.
They look like watering bots all affixed with spray nozzles. The crowd gasps as they begin to emit some sort of aerosol, quickly mixing with the rain and drones in all directions. Thanks to our eggheads in engineering, we're never going to have to worry about being attacked ever again. In a few short weeks, everything on this planet larger than a fly will be dead except us. All the farm animals, all of our pets, they're all going to die. We're going to die. There will be some losses, like the native livestock, but we don't need them anymore. Soon we'll take down all the walls and expand the farms as far as we want. The entire planet is ours now. And I helped Tangent. It's as the governor said, the virus we've engineered employs the same pathways we discovered while researching the Shimmer sickness. The spores we call Shimmer act as a biological communication network between all the species of Vertumna. By blocking the chemical receptors, we cut off that communication at a cellular level. In any xenofauna more complicated than an insect, this causes death within hours. As the virus spreads, populations will crumble, then species, and eventually entire ecosystems. Wow. That's absolutely monstrous.
Yeah.
When we come out from our bunkers, it's going to be a planet that's been wiped clean. No more attacks, no more sicknesses. Of course, it's going to kill Sim as well and all the gardeners. On stage, Tangent is crying openly as Lum grabs her arm and thrusts it into the air in victory. Okay, so I was thinking this is the breakup moment with Tangent, but it seems like she's not, like, happy about this.
I don't think she wanted her, like, as a person who honestly would have gone into science if all of the things I wasn't interested in researching had after a little bit of thought would lead directly to genocide. I think Tangent just didn't have the foresight to be like, ah, yes, this will be used for genocide in
It's
the
it's
future.
it's the Einstein problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A mixture of cheering, screaming, and crying. Some people at the front surge toward Lum but are held back by his personal guard. We're going to comfort Tangent. I didn't want to do it. We were just researching xenobiology like we were supposed to, but Lum wanted us to work on a super weapon. We knew we could do it, but Instance didn't want to use our research like that. Lum forced us to. He didn't know I was listening. I was in the freezer getting a sample. He came in with guns and he said that if Instance didn't make the virus, he was going to make an example of her. It's congruence and gen engineering and med beds. Instance stole them when she worked for the corporations back on Earth. That's why the Helios are here. They were sent to punish us and take our colony as compensation. Oh, I see. If she didn't make this virus, he wasn't just going to kill her. He was going to make an example of the entire council. Firing squad, all of them. We didn't have a choice. I don't think we could have done it without you. Well, I still love you, even if we killed the planet. I think I'm just going to hold her, though. A collective scream comes up from the crowd and everyone surges away from the front of the stage. Two people from Geoponics lie motionless in the mud. Someone you don't recognize, and Cal. No! Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I can see why Cal would have attacked.
Oh, yeah.
Green Vertumna forever.
Remember years ago in game when you were having a conversation with Cal about like combat training,
Yeah.
and he was like, I don't think I'd ever need to do that. I
Yeah?
I can't see a reason why I would need to fight. And you were like, well, what if this happens?
Yeah. What
So
if... Yeah.
I'm just yeah, what if this happens?
The Xenos are no more. That's awful. That's absolutely
Mhm.
awful.
This is the ending I got the first time too.
As Governor Lum predicted, anything larger than an ant dies within a couple of seasons. The cure spreads like a virus throughout all of the native xenofauna, and many of the trees and other exoflora as well. The die-off is massive. Rotting biomatter and fungal blooms choke the planet. You and the other humans take shelter inside the heliopause, relying once more on hydroponics and life support. Lum's power grows as the year passes, then 5, then 10, while outside the planet struggles to find a new equilibrium. Vertumna cools by entire degrees, which is enough to take out even those species that survive the virus. Some of the colonists succumb to a sort of wishful thinking conspiracy, whereby Lum was only lying about the virus in order to force everyone inside so he can control the colony under a fascist police state. It sweeps through the colony, igniting police riots and unsuccessful takeovers. When you emerge over a decade later, it's to a planet you hardly recognize. Swarms of insects roam over a decimated landscape scrubbed clean of Vertumna's native biodiversity. The planet's ecosystem is crippled, but yours for the taking. The bots recolonize the planet's first, seeding the fecund, newly nitrogen-rich soil with earth plants. Within a few more years, it's safe for humans to leave the heliopause. You feel the breeze on your face for the first time in over a decade. The planet smells different, and it's cool and dry in a way Vertumna has never felt before. Is this what Earth was like before humans destroyed it? It's ironic that it took another apocalypse for humans to have another chance at survival. The colonists, too, have changed. Many children are born on board the heliopause, children that have never known Vertumna as a lush pink and purple planet. And there are deaths. Notably, Instance takes her own life a few months into the quarantine period. That makes sense to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Tangent eventually rises to the role of chief engineer, just as she always dreamed. But as one of the architects of the genocide, she feels guilt about this and everything else for the rest of her life. You try to support her as best you can, but grief and responsibility make her cold. Your relationship ends unceremoniously. as it was always going to, I think. You never see any of the gardeners again. You and the other humans dedicate your lives to recreating humanity's garden here on Vertumna. There are still environmental concerns to contend with. The insects that survive bring disease and pestilence, and the climate is unpredictable. But humans are resourceful creatures. You have no doubt that you'll be able to overcome these challenges without facing the threat of annihilation every year. In the moment of your death, as your brain cells fizzle out one by one and shut down forever, a vision swims in your mind's eye. Hey, it's me! Is that a person? They seem so familiar. You feel like you know them so well. Oh, it's you, only ancient. Their arms are covered with so many data bands, so many lifetimes of knowledge. The ancient you speaks without moving their mouth, not in words, but in something like pictures. Still, you understand. Yikes, they say, simply. It's not your fault. I just don't like to be reminded that we share the capacity to be so cruel and so short-sighted. It's a good thing we have a chance, or a second chance, not just for us, but for every creature we killed in our selfish fear. Yeah, I definitely could have done better. There was a girl. We were young together, Tammy, with cotton candy hair. Such a shame to see a life snuffed out so young. They give you a look as if to say you were somehow responsible for this. Wait, were you? Could you have saved her? We have a chance to take another path, to change the way our life turned out. Come with me. And that's credits. Damn, that was really, really good. That's a great game.
It's a good game. I only cry a lot during this game.
I really like the fact that this thing at the end happened whether or not I wanted it to. Like, yeah, if I had refused to help Tangent out, maybe it would have been different. But, like, I like that I basically made all the right choices given the information that I had at the time, and this still happened.
Yeah.
Now, I am gonna go ahead and let the credits run, because I like doing that at the end of a game. And, I don't know, like I said, these videos get maybe 5 or 6 views each. Maybe I'll continue for my second playthrough, or maybe it'll just be you and me, Em. But obviously, we're definitely doing this again.
Yeah, there's the completionist in me that is like, I really like doing the job endings. Some of them are harder than others.
No, I just want an ending that's not awful.
Yeah. Hey, any of the oh, there's some that aren't awful. I think my most recent completion was a job ending where I became a teacher.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, as I said, I'm going to keep letting the credits roll. Friends, thank you very much for watching this video. And maybe we'll continue this. Maybe we won't. But one way or another, I appreciate you coming along this journey with me.